My name is Aaron Ratola, co-founder and chief operations officer for BG Nexus. BG Nexus is the company that is going to revolutionize continuous blood glucose monitoring and incorporate into the current activity tracking market. What is continuous blood glucose monitoring, or CGM for short? CGM is a device that inserts into your skin and monitors blood glucose levels in real time. This monitor wirelessly transmits to an independent viewer or proprietary smartphone application. Currently, CGMs are used by diabetics only and require a prescription. But research has demonstrated that CGMs are useful for non-diabetic health management as well. We at BG Nexus are going to unleash this data from a traditional diabetic marketplace to the general population. We will simplify monitoring by expanding their use with activity trackers and smartphone technology as the standard mode for accessing this data. This in turn will help encourage people to take their health into their own hands with greater and more immediate resolution from their lifestyle choices. We hope to begin reversing the growth of diabetes in the United States population. Let's take a look at a few scenarios where a lack of simple CGM technology presents a problem.
Ouch.
What are you doing, Dad?
Checking my sugar. I wish there was a better way of doing this. These test strips sure are expensive.
What about the continuous monitor system?
Well, if it works, but I lost a little data viewer. The monitor was also confusing anyway. Why can't the data just go to my phone?
Not burnt out.
How's the training going?
It's going okay, but I keep running out of energy about mile 8. I bought these gels to kind of help with that, but I just don't know when to take them. I wish there was an easy way to tell.
Oh, man.
Hey Holly, how's the diet going?
I don't know, not so good.
Oh, what do you think the problem is?
I mean, there's too many resources online, and none of it works for me. And I mean, I feel like I've cut back on sugar, and I've tried things like Splenda, but I just can't really get any consistent results. I just wish there was a way to see how the things that I eat impact my metabolism.
We all have a desire to be healthy. This may include weight loss, improving fitness, or even preventing and managing diabetes. CGM can help, but currently it is prohibitively expensive for non-diabetics, splintered across several manufacturers, and not user-friendly. Here at BG Nexus, we aim to change all that. We will form partnerships with existing CGM manufacturers to reduce costs and expand the market to non-diabetics. We will standardize CGM communication using Bluetooth technology, simplifying users' experience by sending data right to their smartphone or activity tracker. This allows users to receive real-time alerts from their CGM, just like Apple Watch alerts users of an abnormal heart rate. Finally, we will consolidate data from other health applications and activity trackers to provide a total health profile and journaling functions. This will allow our customers to track the effects of their dietary and fitness choices on their blood glucose, empowering them to experiment and find what works best for their lifestyle and goals. When losing weight, is there a difference between eating russet potatoes and sweet potatoes? Our application will help customers answer questions like this. Research has shown that blood glucose control is important to help maintain health in non-diabetics too. Currently, competitors for this unserved market are working on manufacturing their own CGMs, which is a time-consuming and costly process that requires regulatory approval. Once we establish partnerships with existing CGM manufacturers, we will have first-mover advantage on this market. In the United States, 33% of smartphone users manage their health with an activity tracker. With 365 million mobile internet connections, the market for application software publishers in health tracking is projected to be worth $18.7 billion by the end of 2019. This trend will continue to grow at 6.9% per year through 2024. BG Nexus wants to capture this market and reverse the growing trend of obesity and diabetes in the United States. There has been a sharp rise in the BMI and diabetic population of the United States from 1990 to 2006. At the end of 2016, 40% of the US population was obese, and this number continues to grow. Even more alarming, estimates show that 55 million Americans are expected to have type 2 diabetes by 2030, costing society $622 billion in care. This is an epidemic, and BG Nexus will empower people to fight this trend by regulating their own bodies using CGM technology. Our own survey shows that people are open to monitoring their blood glucose. In fact, 51% of respondents said they were interested. Most respondents already track their activity levels with a smartphone or activity tracker and agree that CGM would complement their lifestyle. The main motivation for respondents to monitor blood glucose was to lose weight, while some wanted to maintain health and fitness. This shows that there is a demand for our product. BG Nexus will generate revenue through 3 functions. First, users will pay a one-time app installation fee to use our platform to track their CGM data, and their in-app subscriptions will unlock an improved user experience with more features. Second, non-subscribers will generate revenue from in-app advertisers. And third, we will profile our users into customer segments for targeted advertisers. By capturing just 5% of the US market share, we will become profitable after 1 year of operation. As stated earlier, I'm Aaron, and I will be serving as the Chief Operation Officer for BG Nexus. I have worked in process engineering for the mining industry for 10 years and understand how to make operations run efficiently using lean management practices. Margaret Hardin is our Chief Quality Officer. She is great at evaluating business environments and adapting to customer needs from her experience managing a family business. Eric Krinn is our Chief Marketing and Sales Officer. His roles have included engineering, sales, and marketing in his previous company and make him a perfect fit. Matthew Polzin is our Chief Risk, Compliance, and Finance Officer. His prior background in accounting and legal make him adept at evaluating and guiding our company in this capacity. Masuma Zera is our Chief Health Guidance and Human Resources Officer. She has worked extensively in the healthcare industry and has a knack for empowering people to strive for a better life. BG Nexus will be a limited liability company based in Seattle, Washington. We will use application development contractors in India to help us build our application, but management and application oversight will be in Seattle. Customer service will be outsourced through a call center in Chicago, Illinois. Our management team will report to and work collaboratively with a board of directors. The board will consist of outside investors, company partners, industry professionals, and us managing members. The threat with the highest risk to our company is competition from new entrants into the marketplace. Both competitive rivalry and substitute products pose a medium threat. Finally, the purchasing power of suppliers and buyers are low. The current competitors to our product are existing CGM manufacturers like Abbott and Medtronic. Each manufacturer uses different tools to collect and display data from their CGMs, and user feedback has been poor. Our strategy is to turn these competitors into partners to serve a broader market and meet the demand of CGM technology. We will be the standard platform for data collection and aggregation for CGMs, and both reduce costs for manufacturers and improve customers' experience. The most threatening new entrant to our market is Apple. Apple is currently working on a cheaper, more uniform CGM to fill this demand. They also have more money to spend on development. By partnering with existing manufacturers, we will jump ahead of Apple by avoiding regulatory hurdles, legal risks, long development times, and a costly manufacturing process. As a startup, BG Nexus is more agile and able to adapt to changing situations rapidly, unlike Apple. Finally, our application will be offered to Apple, Android, and Windows phone users, as well as activity trackers like Fitbit. Apple's products will likely be limited to Apple users. Our target market will be middle-class individuals who are trying to improve their health by losing weight. This target market usually spends a lot of money at the beginning of a new year in gym memberships, exercise equipment, and adjusting their diets. We will continue to provide for the diabetic market as well and work to expand to pre-diabetics. Finally, after 1 year, we will start targeting endurance athletes. We will operate under the slogan, Connecting Health and Happiness, and promote communication between our users on social media for tips and testimonials. Through a combination of online advertising in health magazines, and celebrity endorsements, we will position our company as the fashionable, cutting-edge way to manage weight loss. Our company's management team each have contributed $50,000 as an investment in the company. We are seeking an additional $750,000 from investors to help us through the first year of startup and app development. In the first year, we expect revenue of $88,000 from a 5% market share captured in the United States and should break even in early 2021. By 2022, revenue will grow to $9 million and net profit to $4 million. For detailed information of our operating cash flow and balance sheet, please see the full business plan. Our strengths lie in our first mover advantage and our ability to quickly adapt to a changing marketplace. Our main weakness is a lack of startup resources. Opportunities include growth in an unserved market and mutually beneficial partnerships with CGM manufacturers. Threats include a lack of partnerships with manufacturers, rapidly changing technology, and displacement by new or existing competitors. More details can be found in the full business plan. Let's look briefly at the first 5 quarters of operation. Our company plans to have an MVP of its application for testing by Q3 of 2020 and launched by Q4. From MVP testing, we will run a brand awareness campaign with celebrities and social media advertisements to build up demand for launch, taking advantage of the holiday season in anticipation of the New Year's spending. Once we have established ourselves, we will look towards global expansion in early 2021. Once we have grown and captured the market sufficiently around 2026, we will seek to be acquired by a larger company at a fair market price. We would retain some managerial oversight of our company, but most important decisions would be left to the acquiring partner. Potential acquiring companies include Apple, Samsung, Fitbit, or even healthcare insurers like Aetna and Blue Cross. We are asking investors for an investment of $750,000 to help us start our business. In exchange for this, we are offering up a 25% equity stake in the company and representation on the board of directors. Our cash flow and sales projection show a return on investment in 2022 of 33%, which is only expected to grow in future years. If we are acquired in 2026, the estimated payout to investors would be $150 million. Don't you want to be a part of the trend to break the epidemic level of obesity and diabetes in the United States and beyond? Let's look back on those scenarios from earlier and see what the world would be like with accessible CGM technology.
Oh, my sugar's low. Well, this monitor really works good. I might better go get me something to eat.
Time for energy.
Yes, I'm finally seeing results with BG Nexus.